Oh, great. Is that hail? What's that sound? Oh, come on. No. I checked the weather about an hour ago and rain was not in the forecast. This is so weird. Hello, Big Turbo. Always good to see you. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you. So I kind of neglected the whole exterior styling of the STI only because the past few months my priority was to get the big turbo and the rotated kit up and running in tune. Well, now that is done, I got a new part right here. This is an exterior part. You guys have asked if I'm going to do any exterior mods on the STI. Well, the answer is yes. We just did the headlights. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and click that I somewhere up there. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing out the box. But before we do that, I just want to give credit where credit's due. You guys already know what this part is by the title of this video. I want to give a shout out to OC Turbo Joe who went and got the OEM pieces. This is not the real OEM ones, but more on that later. But I got to honor source OC Turbo Joe. You guys probably follow him on Instagram. His old STI build was awesome. So this kind of inspired me to go ahead and go this route. So these are the S209 flares, the replica ones. There's not the OEM ones. I did try to attempt to get the OEM ones from two different dealers and they wanted a VIN number. I don't have a VIN number for an S209, so next best thing was to go ahead and get the replica versions. So these are also paint matched. I'm gonna show you guys, let's just get this out the box. All right, so take a look at that. Paint looks really, really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So before I install everything, of course, you guys know I'm gonna ceramic coat everything. So that way we have a layer of protection. It's probably gonna be easier to do it off the car than it is on the car, just so I can get to all the crevices of the kit. But let's go ahead and check out the paint match. Let's see if it matches correctly. Oh yeah, the car, it needs a major wash anyways, so that's why I'm not gonna install it right now. I'm gonna wash the car first. Yeah, the paint is spot on, guys. So I still have to roll the rear fenders. I am planning on getting some new tires, which are a little bit wider. My fenders are not rolled at all. So in order to accommodate a little bit wider, slightly wider tire, these need to be rolled. Went and tested out this rear piece. This thing fits 100% perfect. Not BSing you guys one bit. That rear piece, yes, fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and put this away and let's get everything ceramic coated and then we will proceed with the install. All right, so we have the rear pieces here all laid out. The front, we're gonna work on that later on as my workbench is only so big. But yeah, I test fitted everything. Everything seems to fit just fine. I don't think we're gonna have any fitment issues, but we will see about that once we get this adhesive tape on there. They give you about 8 rolls of these, which I think is going to be enough, but they also provide you with this adhesive promoter paste, which I don't think I'm gonna use this, but we will see about that. But as far as any blemishes on the paint, none whatsoever. Everything looks good. I'm trying to decide if I want to ceramic coat this on the car or off the car. But just a quick closer look at these flares, which they're not traditional fender flares. One of the reasons why you want to run fender flares on your car is to run wider wheels. But if you look at these are not hollow inside. I mean, you can, I was thinking about this off camera. If you really want to, you can take a Dremel and cut out this inside part so that you have, this part would be hollow. So, I mean, you want to, if you really want to, you can, if you want to keep that OEM plus type of look. I'm not a fan of, no offense to anybody, the bolt-on fender flares with exposed hardware. It's just not for me. But if later on down the road I decide to grow a pair and cut my fenders and cut this out, maybe we will go that route later on, which I don't think is going to be too hard. Like I said, this is all hollow, and if you wanted to cut it out, it shouldn't be too hard with the Dremel tool. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put the adhesive on there. We're gonna clean everything. Of course, I'm gonna wipe down the insides with IPA first. You guys know the deal. The car still needs to be wiped down also because it rained earlier today. And then maybe I'll ceramic coat it, let it sit overnight, and then we're gonna go ahead and install it on the car. But yeah, so far I'm happy with the paint quality, guys. Fitment quality is really, really good. You guys know if it wasn't, I would let you guys know, especially when it comes to these parts. Oh, look, it says made in Taiwan. But so far, I am happy. No complaints so far. But if I do run into any issues, I will be sure to let you guys know. Okay, so first layer of adhesive has already been applied. Everything looks good. Use about 2 rolls of tape. Now, one thing that I didn't, actually I tried a couple of strips with this adhesive promotion thingamabobber liquid stuff. It works pretty good. It actually does provide a little bit better adhesion. So this is something that I recommend that you use on the inside parts. I don't know if I feel comfortable applying this stuff on the actual paint itself, but that's up for you to decide. Now, one thing that I do plan on doing is doubling up some of that tape. I do have some 3M adhesive tape, some of my own. I got this on Amazon, it's like 12 bucks. Really cool stuff. Never had an issue with this. I'll put a link down in the description below if you are looking for some more tape. This is about 1 inch wide, same thickness of tape, so you're not gonna have any issues with fitment. So that's pretty cool. Now, one thing I've decided on, we're gonna go ahead and ceramic coat everything off the car. We're gonna let it sit overnight, and then we're gonna go ahead and apply all of these pieces to the rear. Now, I tried the front pieces off camera. We might have an issue. Now, I kind of messed up something on the car, so we might not be able to fit the front pieces correctly. Really hard to explain. Not the company's fault. It's kind of my fault because I actually drive the car. But yeah, just stay tuned to the video and I'll let you guys know, or I'll show you guys exactly what issues I'm having with those front fenders, and yeah, kind of jack that up. There you go. First coat of Crystal Serum Light has been applied. We're gonna let this sit overnight and then apply 2 coats of EXO, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it on the car. But I'm telling you guys, this looks really, really good. Also, just a quick tip, I know the backing on this adhesive tape can be kind of a pain to remove, but what I usually do is just take a sharp knife and just get right under there and then just pull it so that you're not just compromising the integrity of the adhesive. And it comes right out. Okay, it's easier with 2 hands, so I'm holding the camera. There you go. All right, went ahead and got a head start on the other side, and as you guys can see, I didn't take the wheel off. I was still able to get the clamps on there just fine, but taking a closer look at the body lines, at the fitment, as you can see, there's no huge gaps. It's really hard to show on camera because this camera won't focus that close. It's not a macro lens, but there you go, just a closer look at the fitment. Awesome. Okay, so just for shits and giggles, we're going to install 20mm spacers. These are made by Faction Fab. I already know it's not going to work. It's going to rub against the fender, but that's okay. I just want to see how it looks. Wow, with a 20mm spacer? That looks really good. That really does. Yeah, 20mm would be awesome. Take a look at that fitment. I'm not a fitment type of dude, but that's definitely going to rub. Definitely not going to work. I got about a 1/4 inch before the tire hits the fender. Yeah, just not gonna work. But yeah, it does look good. Let's take a look from the front. Oops. There you go. Wow. Huh. Starting to rain. So that just reminds me, so if you guys are doing this in a rainy environment, make sure you guys keep this dry for at least 72 hours just to make sure that the adhesive actually bonds to the surface so that it doesn't fly off one day. All right, so I have the front pieces here ready to go, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to install it. Not the fault of the manufacturer. It's actually my fault, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but the front fender is actually pulled out about a few millimeters, which makes it so this front piece is not able to fit on there nice and flush. because as you can see, the inside is flat. We're gonna have to do something creative, such as maybe even cut out the inside of this in order to make it conform to the front fender. So as soon as I put these tires on, or these wheels and tires on, I took it to the track, the Ridge Motorsports Park, and I was rubbing really bad on hard corners at full compression. It was actually rubbing right here. Yeah, I think I remember smelling a burning smell, and it kind of ruined one of my older set of tires. But you know, with that said, it ended up just not doing anything except for rubbing the inside fender well, the plastic liner, and pulling this out about 3 or 4 millimeters. So like I said, easy fix. As long as we are able to Dremel this out so it can conform to the fender, we should be good to go, but we just don't have time to do it today. And just to give you guys a closer look, if I put it up to the fender, so you can see here, it's just not even close. It is way off. Yeah, it's hitting right on this part where the fender is pulled. Or maybe we can just look for aftermarket fenders. Not bad. For some reason, I sprung up a huge exhaust leak on this V-band clamp right here. Luckily, Napa Auto Parts does sell V-band clamps. I didn't know that. And as my kids would say, I'm gonna keep it 100. And to be honest with you, I really like these headlights a lot better than I thought I would like them. So yeah, I know everyone has their opinions on them, but I like them. I guess that's what matters. So you guys have been commenting about my alternator pulley cover, about how it's broken. Well, big thanks to Chasing Jays. They sent me a replacement. All I gotta do is send this back, but yeah, this thing looks absolutely awesome. I really like titanium in the engine bay. I just wish I had titanium intercooler pipes to match, but you guys know those things are expensive. But yep, replacement part. Chasing Jays, thank you guys very much. In addition to that, we're gonna be putting on a new exhaust on the car because this thing is just way too dang loud. Clean with soap and water. Please use blue Loctite. That looks so good. Love it. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. And when it comes to the fender flares, I know everyone's gonna have their own opinion, but to be honest with you, I really like it. So that's not the final product of how it's going to look. I really wish I had the rear vent, and maybe we'll make some modifications to the fender flares in the future. But anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys.